IShowSpeed, or simply Speed, has captivated millions across the globe. His rise is one of the most fascinating in the world of streaming and social media today. From his eccentric gaming streams to his catchy memes and outlandish antics, Speed has redefined what it means to be a content creator in the digital age. But what makes him tick? And how did this young star become one of the most talked about streamers on the internet? Let's take a deep dive into the world of IShowSpeed. The beginnings, from ordinary to extraordinary. IShowSpeed, born Darren Watkins Jr. on January 21, 2005, didn't come from a family of influencers or industry connections. He's just like a lot of us, an ordinary kid trying to figure out his path. Growing up in Cincinnati, Ohio, Speed wasn't exactly the most popular kid in school, but he had a love for gaming, sports, and entertainment. What set him apart from the crowd, though, was his high energy and ability to turn even the most mundane situations into something exciting. Speed started his YouTube career as a young teenager, initially uploading videos related to gaming and NBA 2K. He didn't have the polished streams or fancy setups that we often associate with top-tier creators. What he had was something far more powerful: personality. Speed was loud, raw, and undeniably entertaining from the start. And as we know, the internet loved it. Ever had one of those days where you feel like you could just scream at your screen? Well, that's Speed's everyday vibe, and the internet just couldn't get enough of it. The rise of the streamer, the power of unpredictability. The moment that truly set IShowSpeed apart, however, was his shift from just being a YouTuber to a live streamer. In 2020, Speed began his journey into the world of live streaming, primarily on platforms like YouTube and Twitch. Unlike many of his peers, who would often stick to a set schedule or theme, Speed leaned into a strategy of unpredictability. Viewers never knew what they were going to get when they tuned into one of his streams. One moment he'd be playing a game like FIFA, the next he'd be screaming into the mic for no reason, then pranking his fans or getting into hilarious and often controversial situations. His raw, unscripted, and often chaotic style became his trademark. Speed's streams were unpredictable and explosive. That unpredictability worked. His fan base grew exponentially as people were drawn to his high-energy antics and his ability to keep them on the edge of their seats. Let's be real. How many streamers do you know who could blow up just by being, well, themselves? Speed's unpredictable, unfiltered vibe made him stand out in a crowded space. Viral moments, turning chaos into content. It's impossible to talk about IShowSpeed without mentioning his viral moments. Whether he's losing his mind over a missed goal, pranking his fans, or making outrageous statements, Speed seems to always be at the center of internet buzz. These moments have become the building blocks of his brand. One of his most iconic viral incidents was when he got caught up in a heated argument with a game's AI, yelling and throwing an over-the-top tantrum. The clip quickly went viral, with fans and meme pages sharing it across social media platforms. From there, it was like Speed had tapped into a secret formula for viral success. Every stream, every video, and every reaction could potentially blow up. Speed didn't just take advantage of these viral moments. He cultivated them. He knew exactly how to turn chaos into content. The more outrageous his behavior, the more views he got, and the more his fan base grew. Who else can get an entire stream to stop what they're doing just by yelling, "I'm a beast"? Speed's viral moments were more than just content. They were events. The meme king. Speed's influence on internet culture. It didn't take long for IShowSpeed's personality to seep into the world of memes. His catchphrases, exaggerated reactions, and off-the-wall commentary made him a walking meme machine. His famous "I'm a beast" and W's in the chat became the kind of phrases that fans would repeat non-stop. But it wasn't just his words. Speed's facial expressions, body language, and even the way he handled online trolling turned him into meme gold. Speed wasn't just a content creator, he was a meme-making phenomenon. Fans took his wild moments, turned them into GIFs, remixed them with different captions, and blasted them across every corner of the internet. His impact on internet culture can be seen in the way his videos continue to circulate, influencing not just his own audience but the larger meme landscape. It's safe to say that if you've spent any time online, you've probably come across a Speed meme, even if you didn't know who he was. You ever catch yourself laughing at something so ridiculous that you had to share it? That's Speed in a nutshell, content that transcends platforms and spreads like wildfire. The drama, Speed's controversial moments, and the consequences. Let's be honest, not everything about IShowSpeed's journey has been smooth sailing. His unapologetic attitude and off-the-cuff behavior have landed him in a fair share of controversies. Whether it's accidentally offending someone in his chat or an outburst that goes too far, Speed has definitely tested the limits of what's acceptable in the world of live streaming. One of the biggest controversies came in 2021 when he was temporarily banned from YouTube after a particularly inappropriate stream. His actions were harshly criticized, and many people called for stricter regulation of the platform. But Speed bounced back from the backlash, learning from his mistakes and using them as stepping stones for growth. The reality is, Speed's journey has been filled with highs and lows, but it's also a testament to his resilience. He knows that with fame comes responsibility, and though he may stumble at times, he's learned to adapt while still staying true to himself. Controversy and drama seem to follow Speed around, but isn't that what makes him human? The guy's a roller coaster, and we can't look away. Community building, the power of Speed's fans. Despite the drama, one thing is clear. IShowSpeed has one of the most dedicated and engaged fan bases in the streaming world.
Oh my God! 1 million live viewers! 1 million!
His fans, often referred to as Speed fans or Speed Gang, are more than just viewers. They're a community. And Speed has managed to turn his audience into a tightly knit group of individuals who support him, defend him, and share in his highs and lows. Whether it's through fan art, memes, or even direct interactions during live streams, Speed's followers are always in the mix. The relationship he has with his fans is incredibly personal. He engages with them regularly, always making them feel like they're part of his world. That sense of community has only strengthened his brand. Speed's fans are just as important as his antics. Together, they create a digital ecosystem that keeps growing and evolving. His fans aren't just passive, they're active participants in his content. Tell me this, who else can make an entire audience feel like they're part of the action? Speed's fans are more than supporters, they're family. The future of IShowSpeed. What's next for the streaming sensation? So, what's next for IShowSpeed? With millions of subscribers, a massive social media presence, and a fan base that grows by the day, Speed's future seems incredibly bright. But the question remains, what's the next step in his evolution? For one, Speed has shown signs of diversifying his content. While gaming will always be at the core of his channel, he's been exploring music and other forms of entertainment. His foray into music, while in its early stages, shows that Speed is looking to expand his brand even further. Whether he's going to release his own album, collaborate with other artists, or explore acting, there's no telling where his talents might take him next. Speed has proved time and time again that he's willing to push boundaries and try new things. And if history is anything to go by, whatever he does next, it's bound to be as explosive as his streaming career. The internet's a big place. What do you think Speed will do next? Let me know in the comments. Will he drop music, try new content, or something even crazier? In just a few short years, IShowSpeed has transformed from a regular kid playing games in his room to a global sensation. His journey is a testament to the power of personality, unpredictability, and staying true to yourself. From viral moments to controversies, Speed has built a career that's as chaotic as it is captivating. And as he continues to grow, one thing is certain: IShowSpeed is here to stay.